train rolling. We're keeping the train rolling on this depth chart series.
Motherfucker.
Damn. I am starting the stopwatch so we don't talk like idiots for too long, which we tend to do, as you probably know, if you're a regular listener to the show.
Derek, I like to hear myself talk, so.
Don't blame yourself, Brett. Come on. How many stupid, endless, half-baked ideas have I pursued on this show for endless hours?
We're having one right now.
Exactly. So make sure you subscribe to this senselessness. Make sure you like it just for its frivolity. That's the word of the day, frivolity. Look that up. Huh?
Frivolity?
Frivolity? Frivolousness? I don't know. Superfluousness? Anyhow, we're just full of words today. We're going to move on today. We're going to do holding mid. And for you guys that like numbers, that's the 6th position in the midfield. And this is a position that Berhalter plays. And so just get used to it. We're heading towards the qualifiers. We have a pool of players he's going to have to pick from. And we're going to tell you what the pool is. And then we're going to give you our top 3 in that position. So I guess I'll read the pool, Brett. And don't start axing them as I call them out. All right. Wait for me to finish naming the pool before you start eradicating them. And those of you at home, don't laugh too hard at some of these, okay? They're on the pool list for a reason. Not some of them because they have any chance of making it, but because of past circumstances. So with that in mind...
Life would have gotten extremely rough if some of these players get called up.
Oh my God, there will be riots in the streets.
Just saying.
Yes, if some of the people I'm about to name get called up. All right, so holding mid-depth. Keep this in mind. Hold your breath, everybody. No, take a deep breath. Will Trapp, Michael Bradley, Chris Durkin, Owen Otasoe, Busio, Leon Flack, Johnny Cardoso, Johnny Soccer, Christian Kappas, Jackson Ewell, James Sands, and Kellen Acosta, and Tyler Adams. So that's the pool. We can eliminate, why don't we just eliminate them? Like, I'll eliminate one and I'll give you a reason why, then you eliminate the next one and give me a reason why, and then we'll just keep going. Will Trapp, because he's not that good.
You couldn't have picked an easier option there. Michael Bradley, because he's old.
He is old. Chris Durkin, he plays at St. Truden, and wow, big deal. I mean, he's had some good games there, but that's not exactly that impressive. So no Chris Durkin.
Didn't Otasoe get a transfer? Where's he off to?
There were rumors. You told me about it, actually, the rumor.
I saw it on Twitter. I sent it over your way.
Tactical was, I think, it tweeted about it.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to go ahead and Nick Ewell.
Nick Ewell. Do we need to even say why?
Yes, I had somebody posted on our previous video. They said, they go, I am a San Jose fan. Ewell is not good enough for the national team, and by taking him away from San Jose, it hurts my club team. Quit calling up Ewell. So
okay.
Even San Jose fans realize that while he's good and serviceable for San Jose, he's not good enough for the national team.
So you're whacking Ewell for the people. For the people. All right.
I'm the people's champ.
I'm going to eliminate Christian Kappas. Not forever. It's just he just moved out of Hobro, and Hobro was horrible. And I'm glad he finally escaped that nightmare of a club.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
He's playing at a better, higher level now. And but he's not ready to assume a top 3 role here. And that's what we're going through. For, not going through.
Yeah. Going through?
Jesus
going through
Christ.
So I'm also going to go ahead and ask Otasoe. And I have found out that he's on his way to Club Brugge.
Is it official yet?
Tactical said, "Oh, Tasawi transferred to Club Rouge is." Oh no, it says ideal.
Yeah, it's
no, it hasn't been
ideal.
official, I guess.
No, I mean, I watch Transfer Market every day. I've got like running as a ticker. So it did not come up. And I have a little bell that goes off when an American gets signed. So he has not come up. So if they're in discussions, great. It would be a great move for him because he's not a goalkeeper. And so he might get to play. But if you're a goalkeeper at Club Rouge and you're American, you don't get to play. So don't go there. Okay, I'm fine with that. He's a young guy. He just needs more experience. I'm going to eliminate Johnny Soccer. Again, on and off playing time with International. Like he'll play for a while and then he sits the bench for a while. It's like his Olympic thing wasn't very good. I think that's enough excuses or reasons. They're reasons, not excuses. You're next.
Okay. Well, we're down to what we've gotten rid of Durkin, haven't we?
Yep, I got him.
So we're down to
5.
3 people left. No,
Nope.
no. We're down
to 5.
No, we're down to 3 people. There are 2 people who are not getting axed. We'll put it this way. I guess until I see him with the national team, I'm gonna have to get rid of Flock. Even though I wanted him at the Gold Cup, I need to see him playing before I can say he's our number 3 or 2 or whatever.
I've seen him play every game for Philly this season. I watch the games just simply to watch him play.
Yeah.
He's been fantastic. The fact that he came back to MLS probably didn't help. Maybe if he stayed in St. Pauli and fought for a spot, maybe that would have helped. I don't know. It seems like he got more exposure playing in MLS than he did in St. Pauli, so it doesn't seem like that bad of a move. But yeah, I would have liked to see him in the Gold Cup. I would have liked to see Gregg give him a shot against like Martinique or something.
Well, plus he made the comment. He said something along the lines of since not making the Gold Cup, he's going to take that rejection and put it towards playing harder, so he can make a statement saying that he should have been there.
Yeah,
so that's what you want to hear. That you don't get called up, don't go threaten to go play for another national team. Just say, hey, I'm going to work 10 times harder, and I'm going to get up there next time.
Yeah. So I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hoppy of him. So we've got Tyler Adams, Kellen Acosta, James Sands, and Giancarlo Buzio left. So we got to cut one of these guys. And when I say cut them, I mean like eliminate them from the list.
Just since we're naming 3, yeah.
Yeah. So who you got? Who you cutting? Who you axing? Who you sending to the graveyard?
As far as we've had this argument with other people that Busio definitely doesn't play the holding mid like Adams does.
No.
And quite frankly, while his defense improved over the tournament, I think his decision making, as far as the speed of decision making, so maybe there have been a number of times where he held onto the ball a little too long. As far as playing that holding mid, I'm gonna have to nix Busio in favor of Sands.
God, it took you long enough. I'm like, just axe him. No, axe him, Brett.
I'm building up the suspense, Derek. It's called fear.
I almost got the drums out and started going.
Survey says,
and that leaves us.
We surveyed 100 people. Who should be top 3 holding mid?
But ding, number 3 is James Sands, and I know that seems like, oh wow, that's surprising. Shouldn't he have been on the center back list? No, because I think he did a better job in that sort of back and forth central CV / holding mid role during the Gold Cup than he did as a center back. And I want to see more of it, but we're not going to get a chance to. But if I have to have depth behind Acosta and Adams, I'm picking Sands.
I think as far as the center back versus holding mid role for Sands, I think Sands just had too many mind fucks playing center back. If he has those in this as a holding mid, at least there's time to recover. Other people are behind you. But man, he had too many occur within the last 2 games or so 2 games. I think 2 games. Regardless, the last 2 games were not great for Sands. So I don't think center back's the future for him. But I thought when he had the game against, was it against Canada? He pushed up.
Oh God! Now you're forcing me to remember. I don't remember. I remember the game. I remember the strategy.
I
know
it was against Canada.
Yeah.
And when he pushed up, I thought he was great in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw so little of it.
Yeah.
So once Zimmerman went out, I think it was against Canada, because then we had the opportunity of bringing in new players for that spot.
Yeah, and then it's Acosta, and then of course Adams is your number one. There's really no
argument there.
There's no debate there. I just noticed that we went through all these shows without mentioning that Messi is supposedly leaving Barcelona, but then I just read a whole thing that said, this is all games. They're still going to get this deal done with Messi, so he's not really gone from Barcelona yet, even though Barcelona are like $1 billion in debt. But that doesn't really matter for the the owner class, right? What's $1 billion in debt? Nothing. Yeah. They'll just borrow more money and give somebody a small cut of their investment. All right.
As things change, as fans start re-entering the stadiums and everything like that in Europe, they'll start getting their money back one way or another.
Yeah, they will. Of course, now we're having the Delta Rona, so we'll see. Could hold things up another season, and those guys' pocketbooks, and we've seen it with certain clubs. We saw Michael Bradley's old club in Italy. They're out. They're done. They went into bankruptcy.
Roma? No.
Not Roma. No.
Chievo.
Yeah, they're done. They are out. But it is interesting that we are seeing an influx of American players into Italy all of a sudden. So weird. Like, that was the one league we don't get players in. Like, you had Alexi Lawless, and then the wind blew, right? There was nobody.
Do you think all of the Chievo fans are going to be moving over to, what is it, Hellas Verona? Hello, how do you pronounce that?
Yeah, I would guess so.
Do you think they're all just going to become their fans, and then all of a sudden you have this massive stadium of?
Well, they're
always bigger than Chievo, though.
They went bankrupt, but they're not gone because they were just punished and sent down to Serie D. Gotcha. But they still released every player they owned this week on Transfer Market. I'm like, ding, Chievo player, ding, Chievo, ding, Chievo, ding, Chievo, ding. I'm like, what the fuck's going on at Chievo? And I looked it up, and they're like, oh, they just filed bankruptcy.
Everything must go.
They're like releasing every player. I'm surprised they didn't hold on to some of them to sell them, but my guess is they're so fucking bankrupt they can't even pay their players. So they're like, yeah, we just go. We can't pay you. And contractually, since we can't pay you, you are free to leave. And so otherwise, I think if they had been more thoughtful about it, they would have actually tried to sell all those players early on in this window. But who knows? I mean, I don't know the ins and outs.
At least on the cheap, even to Serie B and D, or Serie B and C. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah, like a $20 sale. Yeah. $20 for our midfielder. $20 for our midfielder.
Gotta pay for parking.
I know. I see a bit over there. $50. Oh no, we got a bit over here for $100. I mean, they could have done something, right? But now they got nothing. They just had to release these guys into the ether and then go down to Serie D and start looking for elementary children who can play soccer. So they're fucked, basically, is what I'm saying. All right, that's enough about Italian soccer. We are done with the holding midfielder. And until the next time on the Straight Red Card, give yourself a big hug.